Hey, g'day legends, and thanks for tuning in. This week's video, back on the Barra C1100 build, and what we're getting into this week is bodywork and paint. So do us a favour, grab your cuppa or your coldie, kick back, relax, and enjoy the video. So I had a bit of a play with this thing on Sunday there. I fixed some rust spots on this side of the roof, and then I went ahead and sort of bare metaled all around the edges. A bit of old bog left in it. I've still got to sort of strip, there's a bit of overspray there, but I've got to strip the middle of the roof, get it back to a good surface. It's still got the old daggy paint on, but like I say, I bare metaled all this edges, and that's a 2-pack primer. That's a 2K primer, so that's the base, but we're going to start with everything. So I want to get some bog, give that primer a scuff on the roof, get some bog on the roof where it needs it. There's spots around here, like where I joined the roof, I need to put some bog on there, where I filled the filler in. And also I've got to work out how I'm going to do this, get this dent fixed. I've got a dent puller that I've never actually used, so it's going to be interesting to see how I go with that. So yeah, the idea is clean that up, put some studs in it, use a slide hammer, see what I can pull out, and go from there. And then I also want to obviously strip all the daggy paint, get all these door jambs cleaned up, clean the dash up, back of the cab, and the roof and that, get everything in primer, and get into the bodywork. So like I said, first thing, I probably want to scuff some of this primer back, get some bog on it, and get stuck in the rest of this bodywork, eh? So as you can see, I've sort of skipped ahead a fair bit. I've gone ahead, got these door jambs all sanded back, the scuttle panel here, it's all been bare metaled. Same as on the other side, like the rockers, door jambs, and even the back of the cab there, as you can see, it's all been, well, not all been, rather, the corners have been bare metaled. Then what I've done is I'm prepping here to try and get this din out. So I've got the stud gun there, gonna give that a lash, haven't used that one before. Try and pull most of that din out, and also I want to go ahead and get all the dash strips inside the roof, all that jazz. Once I'm sort of happy with everything to get to that point, then I'll coat everything in the 2K primer, let that go off, and then we can start the bodywork. So let's get into this corner of this cab and see how we go with the stud gun, eh? Rightio, so I've got these little studs out of the bag here, these little copper coated studs. So I'll just feed into there. The idea is when you collapse that, push it up against the body, it arcs out there and it makes this red hot, attaches to the metal. Put your slide hammer on, boom, boom, boom. It's supposed to pull it in out. So like I said, never used this before, so let's see how we go with it, eh? That's one. Put the slide hammer on. This tightens up on the stud, so just wind her out. Tighten this up. I nearly sent me back over, but anyway. I might have a bit more of a play with this, and it's not moving a whole lot, but we'll see what we can do, and see what I come up with. So I spent a good bit of time off camera there on this repair here. I'm pretty happy with it. It's pulled, sort of 85% of the dent out. Gonna take a lot less sort of filler to fix that up, so it worked to treat that little stud gun thing, so definitely going to use that going forward in the future. So really happy with that repair. What I'm going to do now is, like I said before, I'm going to go ahead, strip the rest of the inside of this thing, get all the dash cleaned off, back of the cab, roof area, whatever sort of left. Once that's done, I'll finish off getting this back of the cab prepped. Once everything's sort of in bare metal and I'm really happy with all that, then I'll move to, I'll get everything painted in the primer, the 2-pack primer. That'll probably do it for today. Let it bake overnight, and then tomorrow get into the bodywork repair. So strip the rest of the interior, and then yeah, getting it some primer, right? So as you can see, went ahead, got all that interior stripped, all the back of the roof there, the dash, it's all been cleaned up. Wiped everything over with prep sol, and yeah, about to load the gun up with the 2K primer, give it a hit, and see all the back's done. Didn't bother stripping this back to bare metal, it's got good paint on it, but yeah, it's sanded right back. So like I said, everything's prepped up, so I'll go ahead, get some paint mixed up, get some primer on it, and yeah, let it bake overnight. So it's the next day in the Arvo, and I'm only just getting down the shed now. I had to go to town and go and help me old man out with a few errands. But anyway, so the obviously the primer's had time to dry. Haven't got much day left, but what I want to do is scuff back some of this primer in the spots where I'm going to put some filler on, and at least get that drying this oven overnight. So yeah, I can attack it tomorrow. So like I say, I'll give these problem areas a scuff up, and yeah, get some of this filler on, eh? Not that you can probably see all too well as the sun's going down, but yeah, I've scuffed up the areas where I want to sort of put the first bit of bog on there. I've got two different types. I want to start on the real problem areas, put some of this on here. This Metal Tech filler, stainless steel, fiberglass reinforced. So I want to give that a go, like I say, on these sort of deeper sort of tricky areas. Put that down as a base, and I got some really good bog there on the lighter spots. And as you might have been able to tell yesterday when I was putting that primer on, the gun was just giving me merry hell. So went and bought myself a new kit, got a primer gun, top coat gun, and a little gun there as well. So we'll get this bog and that on, and yeah, that'll do it for today, eh? So it's the next day, and as you can see, that Metal Tech filler that I put on, I've sanded that back. Obviously got to go over it with bog at the minute. Got like those spots are a bit low. The roof's pretty good. Put some bog up there last night. Got everything sanded back. But unfortunately this morning it's decided to rain. The sun was coming out, so I've got to go to town, pick up some more supplies, and also one of the paint shops was doing a spray out for me, somewhere between the flat and the satin that we've been playing with, because the satin's a bit too glossy for what this thing's going to be. Don't know if I've explained it in the past, but this thing's, yeah, it's going to be like a real sort of not rough and tumble, but sort of like a proper work truck look. It's not necessarily going to have all the dents taken out of it. They want it sort of, you know, a little bit weathered. Maybe that's the right word, not sure. So yeah, I've got to ride the balance between it, yeah, having a really nice finish and sort of a bit of a work truck look. So I don't want it too glossy to show all the imperfections, but you want to be able to see them as well. So I'm going to go to town and see if that spray out is any good or not. And yeah, hopefully by the time we get back, the sun might be out and I can do some more body work on it. But obviously I can't do body work and spray while the moisture's around. So we'll head to town and hopefully when we get out, the sun will be out, eh? Right, yeah, so I've had to skip ahead a couple of days here. So yesterday just poured down rain, couldn't get anything done. I went to town and got some more supplies. I got the top coat worked out. Ended up had to go into a polyurethane. But yeah, I reckon that's going to be really good colour. That's just all the jazz to go with it. Thinners and hardener, some wax and grease remover. What I did manage to get done yesterday is I got this all sanded down, all the fibre fill that I'd put on all the areas that needed it. Got that sanded down, so now I'll just prep this thing up and yeah, we'll mix up some bog, get it over those trouble spots, and yeah, get the sanding. So as you can see, I've skipped ahead a fair bit. Again, got all that sanding done, all that bog applied and knocked down. Yeah, don't really want to bore you with it over and over again, but yeah, so I've got the whole thing scuffed back, prep soldered down, and I've got the another batch of primer there raring to go. So gonna hit this thing again in primer, let that go off, and then yeah, whatever imperfections are left, we'll take care of that. Knock it down again, maybe put another coat on it, not sure, and then yeah, hit it with a top coat. But let's get another coat of primer on this thing and let it sit, eh? So as you can see, I got the cab exterior painted in primer. It's had time to settle down and I've started scuffing it back, as you can see. Then I spent the time, I got the center of the roof section that needed to be stripped back. That's been stripped back, like I said, and re-primed. As you can tell, it hasn't been sanded back yet. It's got to go off. But what I did get a chance to do is I actually ended up getting the interior of this cab painted in body color. Really happy with how that's come out. That's, yeah, straight off the gun. So we're gonna have to do the body color and fitting of the cab next round. Like I was trying to hope to get that done this video, but unfortunately that hasn't happened. But something cool that has happened, I've got yeah, new series of coolers have come in. Really happy with these. I got stock of them, so if any of you want one of them, reach out to us. Also, I got a couple of these just made for myself, but let me know if you're keen, if any of you want one of those, so you can have a cuppa and a coldie with your Bam Bam gear. And also, I just got this t-shirt made. Like I said, I was going to get some t-shirts made. I might change up the design a bit. This might go on the back, and I'm going to put a little logo on the front. But like I say, just let us know what you think, if you're keen on yeah, the coffee mugs or the t-shirts, and yeah, I'll get a heap made. So like I said, this is going to do us for this video. I have to go back to work. Yeah, just run out of time to get this thing in paint. But as always, I appreciate you all watching. If you do us a favour, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one.